I'm especially excited to share this extension transformation video with you beauties because we did extensions for a different reason today, for color. So as you can see, she started before with just one solid color. She was a natural virgin hair brunette, and she didn't want to chemically alter her hair. So we decided to go with extensions for this transformation. Instead of bleaching her hair, toning, and then worrying about her highlights going brassy over time, because we all know with brunettes it ends up being harder to keep that hair tone looking really good, we decided to go with extensions. So as you can see, we added some fullness, a little bit of length, and a lot of color dimension on her hair today, and I'm so excited to share and break down all the details from start to finish for this gorgeous transformation. So hit that subscribe button, grab a snack, and stay tuned for this entire video because you're not going to want to miss all the details breaking down color without chemicals. Let's go.
Let's go, let's lead, let's hit, let's go. Holy hit, let's go, let's go, let's go.
So for her hair colors, I'm going to break down what I'm using. I have Hotheads hair. I'm using a hand-tied weft, which comes with 2 pieces, and the machine weft comes with 1 piece, but it is a piece that is 30 inches wide and can be cut anywhere on the seam. So this is 2 separate colors, obviously. The darker color is color number 4/5. The lighter color is color number 5/8. It is a color melt, so the first 6 inches are the darker color number 5, and then the rest of the hair is the lighter color number 8. So I'm going to show you exactly how I'm going to be layering these in order to get that highlighted appearance. I'm going to be doing 2 rows for her look, so I'm going to be measuring out the hair for each row. Starting with the bottom row, I'm using one of those hand-tied pieces, and I have it folded in half. And then I'm taking my machine weft and I'm lining it up to be the size of half the hand-tied. So then there we go, I cut it right on the seam, and then I'm going to cut another one that's exactly that size. So I'm just going to line that up on the machine weft and cut that one as well. And an easy way to cut your wefts just like this is I'm going to use a clip to clamp that down first. So I'm going to have 2 pieces of the machine weft in the lighter color, and then I'm going to have 1 hand-tied weft that's going to be folded in half. Then I'm going to go into laying down her bead foundation. I've got my clips on the sides there to let me know where to start and finish my bead foundation. So I'm going in to doing her bead foundation. Like I said, this is my Wholy Sewn method. I do not have this method released to the public yet. This is something that I have designed myself. This is a method I came up with in the salon, working behind the chair, just figuring out the most comfortable way to wear extensions. And this is the way that I have been doing extensions now for over a year. It took me about 2 years to come up with this method, but it is proven to hold up in the hair for up to 6 weeks before you have to do a move up. You can do mini move ups with this method, which means you don't have to do a full removal and reinstall. And I have some details coming soon of how you can learn how to do my method. I'm going to be releasing some things soon. So if you're interested in learning my Wholy Sewn method, leave me a comment on this video and I will be sure to comment back with instructions on how to be the first to know when I release my Wholy Sewn method to the public. After I have her bead foundation all ready, I'm going to layer on her wefts. So I'm layering on that machine weft first, and I'm going to make sure I clip it down on either side. Then I'm going to be layering that hand-tied weft in between here, right on top of this machine weft, and I'm going to clip that in place as well. And again, this hand-tied weft is folded in half, and then I'm going to take my other piece of the machine weft weft, and I'm going to layer that on top as well. So we're going to have some of those dark pieces in between the lighter pieces to make her have a highlighted appearance. And after I get this all clipped, we'll be ready to sew. Moving on to her second row, this is going to be a lot wider of a row than our first one here. So I'm going to go ahead and measure with my hand tied, and I'm measuring all the way around her hairline here. So I've sectioned her out a horseshoe type section. I have it going a little bit up higher around her face frame and then dropped a little lower in the back so that we do not run into any cowlicks back there. We want to be lower than the cowlicks of the hair. Everybody's head shape is going to be a little bit different. So now that I have the width measured of my section that I'm going to be sewing on her head, I'm going to go ahead and measure out my machine wefts. So like I said, we're going the full width of the hand-tied weft. So I'm just going to clip on my hand-tied weft onto the machine weft, and this is going to make it a lot easier to measure and cut the machine weft to the same width of the hand tied. So I'm taking my clip and I'm just going to clip either end in place, and I'm going to cut 2 wefts this same width of the machine weft, and that's going to make 2 machine wefts and 1 hand tied weft for this top row. And how I'm going to layer these on is I'm going to actually layer the hand tied weft on the top of the 2 machine wefts. Since the hand tied weft is the darker of the 2 colors, we want that to be on top here so that you will not be able to tell she has extensions in. So that's just going to be the most seamless blend for her install here. So after I get all of her wefts measured out and cut, I'm going to keep them clipped in place, and it'll make it easy for after I finish her bead foundation, I can just take these same clips and clip them on her hair to sew them in. Going on to doing my Wholy Sewn bead foundation, I'm doing this foundation from the start of my clip to the other end, and this is going all the way around her hair, and we just want to make sure that this is very precise, and I like to spend a good amount of time on this bead foundation because we want to make sure this is going to be really, really comfortable for the client. We don't want anything to be uncomfortable, and we want to make sure that everything is laying perfectly and there's no little strands pulling on their hair at all, and just make sure that it is comfortable and perfectly placed. So here is going to be her Wholy Sewn finished bead foundation. As you can see how flat the beads lay against her scalp, this makes her extension install extremely comfortable, and she's not even able to feel that she has extensions in. So now here I have her wefts layered on. Like I said earlier, I have the 2 machine wefts layered underneath, and then on top I have the darker color, which is going to be our hand-tied weft. So those highlights are going to peek through and they're going to look so gorgeous. And then here is her finished row, all sewn in. She is wholly sewn and gorgeous. This is a big width of a row going all the way around her head. So leave me a comment and let me know what you think of my Wholy Sewn technique here. I know I didn't go into all the detail, but I will be posting some details soon on how you can learn my Wholy Sewn extension method. If you are interested in learning my method, feel free to leave me a comment below and I will be sharing all of the details of how you can be the first to know about my Wholy Sewn method when it becomes released to the public. Thank you for watching. As always, I'm so thankful for all of you beauties. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
Let's go, let's hit, let's go.